I started trading 7 years ago, and I tried so many different scalping strategies. It took me 3 years to learn and perfect how to scalp profitably, and now I only trade less than 90 minutes a day. In this video, I'm going to share the exact scalping schedule and strategy I use every day. This strategy doesn't require hours of pre-market prep, making you overanalyze and second-guess your trades. Instead, I follow a simple 3-step checklist to enter a trade, and after about 90 minutes, I'm done the day. So for this strategy, all you need is one candle. Well, this one candle is called the first candle strategy. For the strategy, it requires a 3-step simple entry model. Step 1 is simple. All we want to do is draw out the high and low of the first 15-minute candle. Now, the first 15-minute candle for me will open up at 9:30 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. Eastern Time. The candle that actually forms in this time frame is what we want to draw out the high up here, and we want to draw out the low. Now, one thing that is very important to mention, whether you're trading Forex, crypto, futures, options, or stocks, this strategy works for different markets, but the time frame will always remain the same, and that is going to be the New York Open, which happens at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time, and the first 15-minute candle forms by 9:45 a.m. Eastern. Once we have that first 15-minute candle drawn, you can see here the first 15-minute candle is drawn. Then we go to the 5-minute time frame and we wait for a breakout. Here you can see we're actually on the 5-minute time frame, and because we were first on the 15-minute time frame, you can see there's 3 candles. So bar 1, bar 2, and bar 3. On these 3 bars, you can see that we're within the 15-minute range. But now, we're simply waiting for the stock to break above the 15-minute range on the 5-minute, or break below the 15-minute range on the 5-minute as well. Now, the reason we do this, the 15-minute time frame for scalping is just too high of a time frame to actually scalp on. However, on the 5-minute, this is a good enough indication that when buyers do bring the stock back above the high, that there is more demand in the stock than supply, or there is more buyers in the stock than sellers. And this proves to me that the stock does indeed want to move to the upside, because buyers were able to close a candle above. And it's very important when I say wait for a breakout that we wait for a candlestick to close above the 15-minute range. Then for the downside, we want to see a candle closure as well. And if that happens, that means that sellers are now overpowering buyers, and we want to look for a short position. Now, for step 3 in the final step, we go over to the 1-minute time frame. On the 1-minute time frame, we now want to enter the pullback. The first 15-minute range was here. We then got that 5-minute candle closure above, and now because we're on the 1-minute time frame, all we're looking for is the stock to retest back into the 15-minute range, and then we would enter in on this 1-minute retest for the move back to the upside. Now, it's important to mention, for the downside, it would be the exact same thing. We would wait for the candle closure below this level, and then look for a pullback into this previous 15-minute low, looking for continuation to the downside. I trade from 9:30 a.m. Eastern to 11 a.m. Eastern. So just in summary, you can see how simple this 3-step entry model is, whether you're a beginner trader or an advanced trader. Step 1, we draw the high and low of the 15-minute candle. Step 2, we go to 5-minute time frame and we wait for a breakout. Step 3, we enter the pullback. If we broke above the 15-minute, then we're looking for that long position. If we broke below the 15-minute, then we're looking for the short position. One thing that's important to remember is we can never guarantee anything with trading. Trading is all a probability-based game. However, one thing we can do is increase our probability of winning trades by following our systematic plan and following a simple setup that has been proven to show results over a long period of time. On the 15-minute time frame, all we have to do is wait for the first candle to form. In this example, you can see a very bullish candle, and now we simply go over to the 5-minute time frame. On the 5-minute time frame, we're going to mark out the 15-minute high, and we're going to mark out the 15-minute low. What we're waiting for now is going to be a break above the 15-minute time frame on the 5-minute time frame, or a break below the 15-minute range on the 5-minute time frame as well. Then on the 1-minute, we're simply waiting for the retest and continuation to the upside. So let's see if we get this breakout on the 5-minute time frame. And right here on this candle, we didn't get that 5-minute breakout, but on the next candle at 9:50, we have now broken above the 15-minute range. This now proves to me that buyers traders are stepping up above this 15-minute or the first candle strategy, and now all we're looking for is going to be the pullback into this retest level for the move back to high of day and continuation. Let's go over to the 1-minute time frame. Here we are on the 1-minute time frame, and all we're looking for now is simply the pullback into that 15-minute opening range. Let's see if we can get that proper retest back into this level. And just like that, you can see we marked out the 15-minute range. We broke above that 15-minute range on the 5-minute time frame. We then came over to the 1-minute time frame, and now we are retesting with strong price action. And therefore, we can now look to go long on this trade. Our stop loss is simply going to be a break below this down close candle, because we know if we break below, then we're going to go back into the 15-minute range, and our profit target is going to be high of day. Now, one thing that's important to mention is every time I'm entering a trade, it needs to be a 2R multiple. All a 2R multiple means is for every $100 of risk that I'm putting on a trade, I need to make $200 of profit. It is that simple. Let's enter into a buy position here, and let's see exactly what happens on this trade. Here you can see before 11 a.m., so around 92 minutes into the day, we were 2 minutes over our 90-minute time frame. We are now done the day, $720, if you were able to understand how to execute this setup.